Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA held a young women's leadership summit where they were conditioning women, of course, to be good, submissive partners. They want them to save themselves for marriage, just the typical standard dorky conservative stuff where they're getting super involved in people's personal sex lives and what people do in their bedrooms. Now, there was a moment where they brought out someone they referred to as a cute conservative, and let's take a look at how that all went down.
I just want to introduce Kyle by saying this. We talk a lot about, hey you. I wanted to talk a lot about what kind of man you should want to be attracted to. Hey you. Or if you're a dog person.
Dogs are the best.
Men, your number one goal is to protect your family and to stand strong in the face of opposition from culture and evil. And Kyle Rittenhouse is a man who does that. God bless Kyle Rittenhouse.
You want to say a few words? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support and everything. Thank you guys for the prayers. And thank you guys for being strong women.
So, Kyle Rittenhouse, a guy who opened fire on 3 protesters in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The first time being after someone threw a bag at him and he turned around and decided to shoot. Now, he was acquitted in that trial, but
those people are dead.
Those people, yeah.
OJ was also acquitted. Congratulations.
Yeah. Anyway, people get mad at me when I talk about other people's looks, so I guess I'll just keep it to myself. Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Not cute. I'll just say not cute.
Yeah. So this is the state of the Republican Party. They celebrate people like George Zimmerman, Kyle Rittenhouse. Now they're telling women, we covered it earlier in the show, the whole point of this conference was be submissive. Your husbands are supposed to lead. Don't even look at any other guys, even before you get married. Save yourself for a guy that you barely know, and then hope that he leads you in the right direction, because he's a man and you're not, you're just a woman. And then they bring out this killer, and he killed 2 people. He was acquitted, but he killed them. That's the only thing he's known for. It's not like, he's got a Nobel Prize in physics, but he happened to kill 2 people. They like him because of the Nobel Prize. No, they like him because he killed 2 people. That's the only thing he's famous. You went to a protest against police abuse and you killed 2 people. Oh yeah. And so maybe they should have brought OJ. I mean, he's a strong man, right?
He's black. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
would they be
that's a
into that?
problem, right? But Charles Manson, I don't know. You guys like killers, right? So, strong man, yeah. Oh my God, he's got a swastika on his forehead. So strong. He doesn't listen to anybody.
I don't even like. It's interesting because you come at this from a place of anger, and it's not that I don't feel anything. It's just that I see this, and it's the most expected thing on the planet, of course. But like the thing that I don't understand is how do you look at Kyle Rittenhouse and think, no, I want him to be the leader of my family. Like I look at him and I think he's the perfect person to protect me. He's a guy who first opened fire during that BLM protest after someone threw a bag in his direction.
A plastic bag. So
I mean, I don't see that as strength. Like look, for me, strength is, all right, I'm in a little bit of a scary situation, right? But why don't I see if I can de-escalate, right? Like, how can I be an actual leader, right? And an actual leader, by the way, wouldn't go out of his way to go to a protest where he obviously disagrees with the protesters with a gun, right? Not even concealed, like showing off his gun, obviously meant to provoke the situation, looking for trouble. Like here's what I like in a husband, right? Someone who's not out to provoke a situation, provoke violence. Now, I do find it super hot if someone does pose a physical threat to me and my husband defends me, and that did happen. And I love that, right? I have no problem with husbands defending or protecting their wives or their partners, okay? But I don't know, like my husband doesn't feel the need to go to a protest, and that's my husband, Candace Owens, who thinks that that's my husband. No, let's just take a good hard look, because she just told women that men don't like leaders for wives, that men don't like strong women, that real men love submissive women who let the husband lead all the time. By the way, we're in a partnership. We don't see it as you're the leader, I'm not the leader. We see it as how can we work together to build amazing lives for ourselves? That's a real man, okay? A real man.
Yeah. So, Anna, I'm not mad at the women. I get it. And propaganda is a hell of a thing. And they probably were dealt with propaganda their whole lives. You should be submissive. The men are better than you. They will make better decisions. I mean, what an absurd thought that a woman should just let the man make all the decisions. Maybe he's missing some information. Maybe he's not right all of the time. A man is going to be right all of the time just on the fact that he's a man. This is the kind of propaganda that they brainwash these poor women into. By the way, it's religious fundamentalists of all stripes do the same thing. You think it doesn't happen in Islam? It does. And then women then turn around and say, oh no, I want a burqa. I want to be covered head to toe, and I want to only listen to my husband. I want to never talk to another man, and I don't want to make decisions. Yeah, if you're subjected to massive fundamentalist brainwashing, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So, okay, but that's them, that's their decisions. I believe in freedom. The only part I'm angry about is, I mean, I'm mad about the original propaganda, but at this point, those women are saying, oh no, I'm volunteering for it. I don't want to make any decisions. I want to be weak and submissive, and I want the man, wish me luck, to make all the decisions. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
The part I'm mad about is celebrating Rittenhouse. Like, oh, this guy went to go pick a fight and then wound up killing 2 people because somebody threw a plastic bag at him and a skateboard or whatever, right? And he got acquitted and he got away with the killings. Oh, I think that's so strong and manly. So I'm willing to submit to him and whatever violent proclivities he has.
Yeah, I'm just not surprised. Like, I get it. I mean, I find it objectionable. I don't agree with it, clearly. I just think that this is the most expected outcome of conservatives toward Kyle Rittenhouse imaginable. Like, we've seen it play out over and over again. That's why I'm not, like, it's hard for me to get angry at something that I predicted and something that I knew was gonna happen, because this is what they are. But by the way, one other thing. For all of these conservative grifters who are making a fortune pushing this messaging out there, right? They've got their millionaire and billionaire funders and all of that to do what they're doing during this conference. Keep in mind that normal people don't have super wealthy Republican donors and people giving them money, right? Most people have to deal with the economy that we've got right in front of us. And the economy that we have right in front of us tells women that if you do want to be a stay-at-home mom, you don't have that option. And the main reason why you don't have that option is because the very people selling you these nonsense ideas are fighting tooth and nail to ensure that you have to live in a country that requires a dual income household. So there's a huge contradiction there, huge contradiction, okay? So ladies, again, for me, feminism is all about doing what you feel is right for you. You want to stay home and raise your kids. That is perfectly normal, natural. A lot of women want to do that. The problem is in America, we don't have that luxury. We don't get to choose, because a single income household means you're going to be living in significant poverty. That's just the fact of the matter.
So I mentioned O.J. Simpson earlier because he also killed 2 people and he was also acquitted. And so you're right, he is black, so they probably wouldn't have him come and say, submit to me. Having a white killer say that, they think makes perfect sense. But the idea is, once you're married to someone, you should just trust all their decisions. Should Nicole Brown Simpson have just trusted O.J.'s decisions? Be careful who you give out your volition to, who you submit to, and say, no, your judgment is better than mine. So I'm just gonna give everything to you, all the power to you. Be very, very careful about that. That's what conservatives won't tell you. Why don't they tell you that? You think they have, if you're a woman, you think they have your best interest in mind? No, they do the propaganda about how you should listen to men because they're brainwashing you for their own agenda, which is to control you completely and make sure you have no voice at all. It's literally the most obvious thing in the world.
And by the way, Kyle Rittenhouse was also caught on camera beating up his girlfriend. A little note of caution for all the ladies who are turned on by Kyle Rittenhouse.
No, just trust his judgment.
No, maybe,
No,
yeah,
that's it.
maybe that's the right thing to do.
I mean, according to this conference, just take it, okay? A man should always lead, and he's always right. I think it's the dumbest philosophy in the world, but that's what the conference is about. So enjoy. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.